Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now.
Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing round 2 of the 2014 NBA playoffs. And right now we are talking with returning guest Troy West from allplayswin.com, who gave us some great advice in round 1, including a call for the upset by Portland. And that one was a winner as a big underdog. Troy West, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks a lot, Pete. I appreciate it. Yeah, we ended up going 5 out of 6 on the series bets at allplayswin.com.
Nice.
And really, Pete, we landed a lot of value as a lot of these heavy favorites fell down in the series where you end up getting some value, still riding with them. But yeah, 5 out of 6. Our only loss, the Toronto Raptors yesterday in Game 7. But Pete, I also got to give a shout out to Tony Brown from All Plays Win, who went 4 out of 4 on the SBR videos in the first round of the NHL. So that's 7 out of 8 series that we won with the SBR videos, and 9 out of 10 at allplayswin.com. Pretty incredible run going on right now.
Damn. You've been giving us great advice for quite a long time, and you're going to cover 2 very interesting series here. I'm very interested to hear what you have to say about them. The first one, Washington and the Pacers. All right, right now the Pacers are the favorite at Pinnacle, minus 177 to win the series. Washington is plus 156. And, you know, in the Pacers' opening round against Indiana, I thought that they might be a good bet against, both on this series and on their spreads. They did wind up winning the series. It was tough in 7, though, but they did win the series. They also covered 4 out of those 7 games, so they weren't the great fade that I thought they would be. They still did struggle a bit. Washington, though, maybe they played a tougher team in Chicago, beat them in 5, covered 4 out of those 5 games. And I guess the question is did Indiana, do okay against Atlanta because Atlanta just wasn't that good of a team, or were they sort of like regaining some of the form that they had earlier in the year?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting question, Pete, but this is a team that I followed very, very closely throughout this series and ended up being one of our biggest series bets in the end when we were able to get Indiana's plus 160 value when they fell down in this series. But
nice.
I really think that this Pacer team has found something, Pete. This is a team that looked like, they're fighting for their coach. They had maybe some turmoil going on in the locker room. But if you look at the way they played in Game 6, when they finished out on a 16-4 run and then carried that momentum into Game 7, and Game 7 really was never close. I think Paul George is finally starting to get back into form. Roy Hibbert finally saw some life out of this guy last game. George Hill started to play better. Stevenson starting to play better. This team looks like the Pacer team that was the Pacer team in the regular season. Not taking anything away from the Washington Wizards. This team looks like they've been under the radar a little bit. But I think the Pacers cause a major matchup problem. I think they're deeper. I think they actually have the post play that can match up with Nene and Gortop. I think Hibbert's starting to play better. You got David West. I think he's very athletic. I think that he's going to be a tough guard for this Wizard team. And I just think the guard play of George Hill, Stevenson, and Paul George is a better guard play than Beal and Wall. I think it'd be a great matchup, but I think in the end, I think the Pacers are the tougher, more physical team, and I think they're going to get it home as a home favorite, as they should be the number 1 seed.
I think I'm going to stay way off of this series, at least in terms of the series price. The only thing I'm thinking is just that, Atlanta was kind of like, especially without Al Horford, kind of like a subpar NBA playoff team, and Chicago was actually pretty good. Yeah, they didn't have Derrick Rose, but they were a tough test, and Washington handled them easily. So I'm thinking that, beating Washington in 5, maybe you like them as an underdog, but you don't think that that beating Chicago so easily is predictive of likely success here?
No, I think Atlanta really played above their means in that series. They had a game where they actually shot 15 of 27 from 3. So I think even though the Pacers played bad basketball, Atlanta played way above their means, Pacers still got it done. Again, I'm not taking anything away from this Washington Wizard team, but this is an Atlanta Hawk team that really stretched out the Pacers and knocked down some big shots when it mattered. I don't think the Washington Wizards really have the shooting team that can hang with the Pacers. I think the Pacers found something on defense, and I think they're starting to play better team ball. So the number 1 seed only as a minus 177 favorite. I think there's a little bit of value there. So I'm going to ride with the Pacers in this one. If it were minus 300, minus 400, might stay away, but I think 177, you got some value with the number 1 seed. I think they're going to advance.
All right. Well, yeah, you make a great point. This is not a huge line. This is not one of those lines where if you get burned, you're taking like a minus 350 favorite here. Minus 177 in retrospect might be a good value play. Thanks so much, Troy.